Scholastic Unified Sports here with Special Olympics. Going to show you a quick fix on some of the parts that I noticed that were off a little bit in GMS. Again, maybe it's because you didn't know or you didn't understand something in the manual. Either way, not to worry about. This is something that can easily be fixed. So I hope that after this, we can go forward, and then I won't have to bother anybody with this again. There's a page in the manual that talks about how to enter a student athlete into a specific event. And this is what is causing some of the reports here internally to be off. And you may be saying to yourself, well, why does that affect me? I've been entering the information in like this all along. And again, you're all doing a wonderful job with this, and this particular piece is a huge help because it would be overwhelming to one person like myself to enter it in. But our reports are not just affected sports specific, but they are also, we run a census report and an analytical report as to the number of athletes that are participating. And that's just internally here with Special Olympics Maryland. And then, however, then we have to submit our numbers to the national office in DC. And also, in order to receive a lot of grant money, the data has to be accurate. So your portion of this is pretty significant. And again, grateful for all that you do. So we're going to go ahead and teach you real quick and remind you how to do something in GMS so that we can have all our reports pretty accurate. So I'm already in the system, as you can see on the screen, and I'm going to go ahead and click on our interscholastic sports training, seeing as that is our group. So under games, we want to click on that. So with that, I'm going to show you the easiest way to go ahead and fix something that may have been entered for tennis, but that needs to be updated for us as well. So we're going to go and click See All People. And this takes a little bit of time to load. So as you see by alphabetical order, all of the student athletes that were registered to play so far in unified sports this year. But we're going to go ahead and fix something that already exists. So we're going to go ahead and click on Delegation. And I'm going to choose the delegation from the lower shore. So I'm going to scroll all the way down till we see lower shore. And I would like to work with, right now, Bennett High School, J.M. Bennett High School. So with that, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and click on sports. And then it's going to bring us a different looking list. And with that list, let's see, let's keep scrolling. Okay, there it is, sports training. So everybody sees sports training. And then now I'm going to find, there it is, Bennett. Okay, so for those of you who are watching here, again, we see a couple of things going on. Obviously, the student athlete name, the role. Okay, we have our delegate, and we see this column called sports training. This is where the issue is coming from. Internally, we do not run reports under sports training because that doesn't really tell us anything as far as what our athletes are doing. We want to go by an event, and that is now more sports specific. So when we ask in LSS Manager to enter in information, we're asking you to not identify the student athletes into sports training, but what particular events that they are doing. So as you can see right now, we have here in Frederick County our athletes that have been doing tennis, and then ones that are doing bocce. And then we have here an athlete that's actually doing both, has done tennis and is now doing indoor bocce. Okay, so what we need to do, and I'm going to choose Caden, and with Caden, we notice that he is not in anything sport specific. Okay, no problem, that's an easy fix. So all you're going to have to do is click on Aiden's Cadence account. And what we need to do is look at this game's information. This is where we are right here. Okay, so what I need you to understand is that when you saw sport, you perhaps thought sports training and it covered everything, or I'm not sure how you were trained. Okay, and so this is not the area that I want you in at all. I want you down here in this box. Okay, so I'm going to click back on normal. And events, this is where we need right here. So in your LSS manual, and I will add a particular file that highlights just this specifically, we're going to take your arrow and we're going to now right click into the box. And then you see add event. This is key right here. Add event, just toggle over it, and then we're going to pull this down, and here we are. Look at all of our stuff that we do at IUS. So this is what we want to click now. So for Caden, we want to click on tennis, and then we hit save. And just so you can see, there he is in unified tennis training. Okay, so now we can go back and say, okay, he's been added, and we hit save. And then what it's going to do is take you right back to that original screen, and there you see unified tennis training. So what's going to happen for me is that once you have fixed all of these for your athletes, for tennis, now I can give to my VP of sports a more accurate picture of how many kids were actually playing unified tennis this fall. It does affect, again, one of our grants, because one of our grants is going to allow us to get more money, which gives you guys more equipment and more training, or whatever it is, more. I like more. So that's the easy fix. And again, one of those things that even though you fixed it there, reminder that please, when you're going to add in a student, and I'll go ahead and just pick another athlete, and this is how this area right here, we do not want anything here. It is in the events. You right click, add event, and click and add them to a particular piece. So that's all I wanted to say, and I hope this makes sense. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, then let me go ahead and add your document here, and we should be good. Thank you.